this is not the life I chose.
Really? So your father?
I've been away from my family for like 27 years. So then when I went to prison, and then I was back and forth to prison, it just like turned me into a monster.
Okay, so let's stop right there. This is Ask Pharmacist Tish. I am here in the beautiful city of Charlotte, North Carolina, and I'm here to meet these amazing people. And who do I have right now?
John.
John. You have a 45 on your neck. What does that mean?
Oh, I got that when I was in prison.
Oh, okay. So what's your story, John? Where you from? Born and raised?
Salisbury, North Carolina.
Salisbury. So you're born and raised here. So basically,
It's not Salisbury. I was born and raised in Salisbury, but I've been down here since like 2013.
2013. What brought you down from Salisbury to Charlotte? How far is Salisbury from here? Like an hour?
Like 30 minutes.
Oh, 30 minutes? Okay.
I did in and out 27 years in prison.
27 years? How old are you now, John?
43.
You're 40? Okay. I mean, y'all all... Oh, you okay. Oh, so you threw me off. Okay. So how long have you been homeless?
2013.
Since you were 13?
2013.
2013. All right, so tell me about your childhood. I mean, so how was, you had a mom and dad in the home, or?
Yeah, I was like the black sheep.
How many brothers or sisters do you have?
One brother.
So is this two of your brothers? How old is your brother older than you? Are you the youngest or the oldest?
I'm the youngest.
Oh, you're the baby boy. All right, and so why you consider yourself the black sheep?
But they always do more for my brother than me.
Why do you feel that way?
It is.
It is what it is, yeah. So did your parents you had a two-parent home?
Yeah.
Was it a happy home, or was it hard, or?
My mom, dad, my dad was very abusive.
He was physically abusive?
Yeah.
How did that affect you and your brother? Did that make y'all closer, or?
No, it made me more a gangster.
Gangster? Right. So you feel like you had to really defend yourself?
Yeah, this is not the life I chose.
Really? So your father?
I've been away from my family for like 27 years, so they never wrote me or nothing like that. So
okay, so when was how were your your teenage years? So you always had a home to live in, though, right?
Yeah, when I was 16, I was in jail.
What made you go to jail? What did you do?
Anything, breaking in, anything to get money.
So why did you feel like you needed money? Like you weren't getting food, or you just wanted to do it, or?
It's just the life I chose.
Why? I mean, but you're 16, so you're a baby, basically. Yeah. So it's not like you choose it for no reason.
I was raised up in the hood.
You was raised in the hood?
Yeah, so,
But your parents still lived together. You had a mom and dad that was okay. Right, but it was abusive, so that kind of affect things. How do you view women? Did it make you more hard on women, or?
It makes me. I hate when guys beat on women.
You watch how you hate guys that do that?
It made me feel like my dad was very abusive to my mom.
Right.
So then when I went to prison, and then I was back and forth to prison, it just like turned me into a monster.
Okay, so let's stop right there. So hold up. So you went to the first time to prison at 16 years old. How was that, being a fresh new baby and a whole? Was it juvenile delinquent, or was it jail?
Jail.
Why did they send you straight to jail? You were still like a juvenile, right? So basically, when you grow up a certain way, they just kind of throw you into the system. So how was that? How was it being around all these men? And you were just a young boy. How did you hold your own?
When I first went in, old coons, they taught me how to do time.
They what?
They taught me how to do time.
So the old people?
Yeah.
So they were helpful? Because I heard they try to manipulate the young people.
Well, you got some dudes, you know what I'm saying? You got some convicts. Convicts supposed to teach the young people.
Right.
This is how you do it.
So they looked after you?
Yeah.
They didn't try to take advantage of you because of that?
No, ever since that, they seen how I did I did my time. You know,
So
it's
how long
hard-
were you?
it's-
How long were you in jail the first time?
3 years.
3 years, and then you got out and did what?
I got out. I stayed out 3 days, 5 to 7 years. After that, I stayed out about 2 months. Then I did 10 years.
Why did you do 10 years?
Assault with a deadly weapon.
You did what?
Assault with a deadly weapon, attempt to kill.
Who were you trying to kill?
Somebody was trying to harm my baby mama.
Another person trying to hurt your baby mother? How many children do you have?
I had a son, but he passed away. I was in prison. I was in jail when he was born. I was in prison when he died.
How old was he?
9 months old.
9 months. How did he die?
Crib death.
Oh, okay. How did that affect you?
It made me feel like I was a bad person.
Why so?
That's part of one of the reasons why I don't want to be. I'm always alone. You know what I'm saying? You'll never see me hanging with a group of guys.
Because of the death of your son?
Yeah.
It was your son, right?
Yeah. You know, it kind of made me feel like I'm a bad person because I'm a bad, you know what I'm saying, bad father. I wasn't there for him.
So you took it hard on yourself, knowing that, you know, life is life and you just couldn't really help it, right? So why did you think, so the longest you've been in jail, how long? A prison was how long?
10 years.
10 years?
10 to 12 years.
So do you have issues with substance abuse?
I smoke ganja.
Gotcha.
So I keep it real. But
No other drugs?
I'm just now it took me 2 years just to get back to society.
What do you mean? What were you doing for 2 years?
Like being normal.
And what is normal to you?
I don't know.
So what was not being normal?
I still don't know.
All right. So how did you end up homeless?
When I got out of prison,
And
I just
they don't have like a system where
they said they got a lot of programs, but
they don't for prisoners.
They don't have nothing.
They don't.
They say they
They
have.
said it, but they ain't doing not doing nothing.
I'm gonna get with you once he gets done.
Right. I know. Yeah.
I just got out of jail today. I got my papers right here.
Okay, hold on. We'll get to that in a minute, honey. You got a good one. Hold on. Okay. So they make it seem like they have like a transition program, but they actually don't. So what do they do? Like when you get out of prison, where do they put you? Like where do they take you?
If you ain't got nowhere to go, they drop you off in front of the courthouse.
Okay.
They don't really care if you got somewhere to lay your head or not.
So do you have a relationship with your baby mom? Were you ever married?
No.
Do you have a relationship with your? Why not?
I've been in prison, in and out.
Why? I mean, like, okay, so okay.
It took me a long time to realize to think better, to make right choices.
So why you think you're making the wrong choice? Do you think it's trauma from your childhood, or
I think so.
and then just never? Well, the trauma that you experience, like just abusive, not just but abusive father, like any other abuse from neighbors, or just it was just your father was so abusive it just took a lot out of you. I understand. Yeah, I mean, have you ever had a happy moment or time a period in your life where you were working, you were making money, you were living in a
brother right here.
Huh?
Hang with my brother right here.
I mean, I'm talking about, have you ever had a job where you lived in an apartment or house, or you always just kind of been to prison and on the streets?
Prison, jail, streets.
What would you like for your life to be like? How old are you, say you again?
I don't want to know.
How old are you again?
43.
43. What would you like? I mean, like, what would you don't know how you would like your life to go?
I don't know what life is. I ain't never experienced.
Are you high right now?
Me?
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit.
Low ganja right now.
The ganja, we straight from the island.
Don't worry, man. I got way more. I got.
Hold on. So, like, I mean, are you spiritually broken? Do you ever feel happy outside the ganja, or?
Yeah.
How's your health? Like, do you have any diabetes, any high blood
I
pressure?
don't really know.
You don't know? So you don't. So the only time you go to healthcare is from the emergency room. Do you ever have a heartburn, bellyache? I mean, how do you keep yourself healthy? How did you do COVID?
Mostly stay by myself and stayed away from people.
All right. So did you get COVID while you
Yeah,
were?
I got the shots and all that.
So where'd you get the shots from?
The hospital.
Hospital. How did you end up at the hospital to get shots?
I had an infection in my leg.
Okay.
It swelled up real big.
Right.
So I got the shots while I was in there.
Right. So what? I mean, so what do you want from life? Have you just given up?
No, I ain't giving up. Only the strong survive.
You want what?
Only the strong survive.
Right. And you're very strong.
Yeah,
You look. I mean, you got a nice head full of hair. Most men our age be balding.
that's that white red bone style.
What? You're funny. you're a comedian.
Everybody says I look like Jim Carrey.
The Jim who?
Jim Carrey.
Really?
Let me tell you.
Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. Okay, so if you had to say, so how old is your child again? You said?
He was 9 months when he passed away.
Oh, so you only have one child. So you don't have any children right now. Okay. So how would you tell people how to, like, what would you like to change about your life to do differently so it could be different?
I would have chose a different life. I would have went to school, went to college.
How far did you get into school? Did you graduate from high school?
I got kicked out of 6th grade. They wouldn't let me back in
Sixth
school.
grade?
I was off the chain.
What were you doing?
I was class clown. I was off the chain.
Hold up, so they kick you out of school at the 6th grade,
I guess I go to school. They spend me for the whole year. Rest of
and
the
you
year.
never been back after the 6th grade? Oh boy, here we go. All right. So how does that work? They be cool? Cops be cool?
They did patrol.
Oh, they be okay. This done. All right. So you nothing past the 6th grade. Okay.
Everything okay? I saw you guys go in the back a little bit. Oh, you a veteran, sir? Yeah, man. Appreciate your service. You a veteran? I'm not. Right to the police department. So I went right to the police department.
Well, thank you for your service anyway. Same.
But anything you would like to say to the people of Charlotte?
People, the young people
Yeah.
in Charlotte, the young brothers and sisters, they are some good people.
Right. The young people are good people.
Yeah, 'cause
What words of wisdom would you like to give them? Because I can tell you have a lot of thoughts in your head, and you're funny. You have a lot of wisdom.
they are some very good people. They really touch my heart.
In what way?
As they look out for the homeless.
They do.
Yeah.
So the people in Charlotte are really good for looking after homeless.
Yes, mostly the young ones.
The young ones, right? More compassion.
And, you know what I'm saying? That kind of touched my heart.
You just want to say thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Well, I appreciate you. I appreciate you sharing your story. Nice meeting you. Thank you.